Capricorn, welcome to your tarot reading for June. Let's see what may be on the cards for you for the month. We have got the 9-card block here that gives an overview of your situation. I've got a selection of oracle cards on the left and on the right. Generally the left for me is where you're coming from, what has shaped the situation in your world, and the right is where you're heading or what you may need to integrate, embody, or take action on in order to navigate through the situation in the way that is most positive for you. So Capricorn, we have got a huge transitional energy here this month. It is very clear to me that you are in the process of moving away from something that hasn't yielded you the results that you've truly desired. You know, we have a reevaluation energy here, but we also have this beautiful energy of exploring the new, of some passionate, beautiful, energetic new offer coming in for you and a fresh new start. So we'll get to that in just a moment. Hey there, Magic One. Just before we get into your tarot reading, I wanted to jump in super quick, I promise, just with a few announcements for you. This month there are extended versions of these readings available to you. If the reading really resonates and you're really deeply connecting with the message and you'd like to go deeper, in that reading I clarify each of the key positions a lot more. We extrapolate it out into an in-depth message. So you can get to that one by heading to the first link underneath this video. Should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing for yourself, you can do so at any time by either clicking the link to my website down below or visiting wildlotustarot.com. I do have a new little offering which I think is kind of cute. It's actually the most affordable way to get guidance from me, and in that reading I draw you a single tarot card from the beautiful Star Child Tarot and write you a handwritten letter about my interpretation of that card for you, and I post it to your letterbox. You can now show your support by becoming a member of my channel. If you head to my channel page and click the join button, there's a video there where I describe in detail what I'm offering for my 2 different levels of membership. Don't forget, the doors are always open to the initiation. That is my immersive Learn Tarot journey. You can sign up at any time and receive lifetime access to all of the learning materials, videos, online learning modules, practices, and in that course I am teaching my signature process to learn how to read tarot, not just from the head but from the heart, and go beyond the traditional card meanings, and how to put it all together and thread it into a story as well. So that's available at any time. I'll also link that down below for you. You can find me on Instagram if you'd like to stay connected and hear a little bit more about me. You can find the link down below, or you can find me at wild_lotus_tarot. I would love to have you over there with me as well. Till next time, sending you so much love and magic. Let's get on with your reading. Okay, Capricorn, let's start with your lead tarot energy here on the left-hand side. I've got the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups for me is an energy of dissatisfaction, as is the 7 of Pentacles in this particular reading. So it feels like in an area of your life, there is a sense of not really getting your full needs met. Now, the 4 of Cups is often around, emotional needs. We're feeling unhappy in the situation. We're feeling like maybe we are dealing with, someone who's emotionally distant, somebody who's not expressing what they truly mean, they truly feel. The 7 of Pentacles for me is an energy of not getting the actual physical, tangible results in the situation that you're really, really, wanting. And I feel, Capricorn, up until now, you have kind of kept on plugging away in that situation. You have kept on really trying to work at it, really trying to move things forward, putting in even more time, even more effort, even more energy. But it really, you're at the point now in June where you're really evaluating and awakening and becoming clear that it's really just not delivering for you. I think one of your strategies for staying in this situation so long has been to emotionally disconnect yourself, to kind of protect yourself in that way and just sort of be on autopilot. The 4 of Cups can be an energy of, you're actually genuinely feeling a little bit despondent, detached, or even bored, complacent in this situation. And the universe is clearly saying to you, Capricorn, hey, it's time to get your spark back. Remember how you used to feel. Remember joy. Remember excitement. Remember what it's like to be lit up with all of the cells in your body tingling with enthusiasm for life. So I kind of feel like it's come to a head and you're feeling that very strongly, and it really is time to follow that call of action. I'm feeling for many of you, you know, this could be in your work career sector, but we also do have, you know, the Cups energy here, so it could relate to relationship. This is a general reading. I'm reading an energetic pattern. You can apply that to the area of your life that you are feeling what I am describing in, okay? With the Four of Cups, I often say it's the Empress's dream or wish that hasn't been fulfilled. So you could have been in a situation that started off being full of promise, right? But it could be that you're dealing with somebody who has dangled the carrot, right, and never really followed through. Or it could just be that it's a bit of a dead-end situation, or you've outgrown it in some way. I think you've had a certain amount of success here, okay, but you've really reached that ceiling. You know, it doesn't really matter how much more you continue to invest in this. It feels like you can't push through to the 9 and 10 of Pentacles, which is, you know, really having all your needs met, having enough money, enough abundance, happiness, and that kind of blessed life living. So there could be a goal that you're really wanting to achieve that you can't achieve within this situation. For example, if a work or career situation is not paying you enough, if a relationship is really toxic, you know, it's really going to impact other areas in your life. So we've got the Six of Swords here, and this is an energy of, with a bit of a heavy heart, right? With a bit of hurt, sorrow, I'm kind of getting around the idea that I'm going to need to move on from the situation, because Capricorn, it's starting to cause you, you know, the high emotions. I think you have been riding this emotional roller coaster for some time, and then you've gone into this kind of self-protection mode, this kind of numbing strategy, which both of those things are, you know, unhealthy for us over time. So I think you're getting around the idea that, well, you know, things are not changing. This is still, you know, the same old situation day in, day out. And I really want that sense of peace and harmony in my life, but I also just want to feel like, you know, completely lit up. I want to feel excited. I want to feel passion again. I want to know what that's like. And I think, you know, well, I'm going to need to accept my losses here is really coming through. In fact, the Oracle card next to your lead tarot energy says, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego. So what it's saying is that sometimes, you know, a loss is really a gain in the long term, because it frees us up for something far more aligned to come into your life. Like, it's all energy. So if something is occupying that energetic space in your life, the universe won't send you the Ace of Wands, right? It's waiting for an energetic break, so it can actually be magnetized towards you. So it's saying, Capricorn, clear the space this month, because, you know, it wants to bring in that very thing that you are desiring. So I feel like there is going to be a sense of loss here with the Three of Swords. So I think that whatever it is that you're moving away from, you have heavily invested in. Eight of Pentacles, you've put time, you've put effort, you've put energy into this career, this workplace. You could have been actually, you know, renovating or building a physical home with the Seven of Pentacles, or it could be, you know, a commitment as well. The Pentacles is anything in our solid reality. So there is kind of an energy of cutting, you know, cutting the losses here and accepting that. There could be some levels of hurt and sorrow with the Three of Swords. It is known as the heartbreak card, but it's a number 3 for a reason, Capricorn, because 3 again is that Empress number, right? She's like this undercurrent underneath this reading that's saying, well, on the other side of this, once you heal twice as strong, you have this opportunity for creation, rebirth, recreation. In fact, you have the opportunity for a fool's journey, right? A fresh new start, a new beginning. You will need some deep replenishment though. It's really important to, after we go through a hurtful situation or a loss, or we're in that kind of grieving process, that we clear that energy before we truly start seeking the new, because we don't want to attract from that place. So this oracle says, retreat, rest, be held. Take the time that you need before you start seeking. So yeah, this is a June monthly reading, but these readings can stretch and expand, for several months. They are fluid, and they'll be slightly different for all of you. So it feels like there's going to be the moving away. There is going to be a period of recovery, and that once you kind of feel that you're coming out the other side of that, it is time for you to begin seeking the new. Okay, so we'll address the Eight of Cups first, because then I feel like this is the transition point between the energies where it changes. But the Eight of Cups is when you really reach that point of acceptance of, okay, well, I had 8 cups in this, in this situation, and cups are linked to our emotional satisfaction, our happiness, right, our feelings. But there was always fundamentally a piece missing, if you're honest with yourself, Capricorn. So it's like you could never get the 9th cup, the 10th cup, the 9th pentacle, the 10th pentacle, meaning there's not ultimate happiness, stability, and security here. And I think that intuition was starting to, let's say, shout a little louder at you. And yeah, you tried to ignore it, you tried to numb out, but it's come to the point where, you know what, I think I'm just going to have to, rip off that band-aid and move on. You can have the chance now to find that missing piece that's going to complete the picture for you. So I really see you, the Six of Swords is kind of like a sadness and moving on, but then we get to the Eight of Cups, and I feel like this is where we're feeling empowered about the decision. You now wear that red coat. It's like, okay, I'm taking forward action. I'm in my, sense of empowerment here. I've got my head held high, and I'm starting my new journey. So once you get to that point, Capricorn, the cards are saying it's time to balance spirituality and practicality. So practicality in the situation for me would be, okay, well, now that I've cleared myself from that situation, what do I want now? Right? Start seeking that very thing. Now, for some of you, I get the feeling that this Ace of Wands has already come in and is the catalyst for the transition. And that often happens because, as adults, it's quite challenging for us to make big life transitions. We, have a lot invested in them. So often it's not until something better comes along that we will make that jump. But the Ace of Wands is some kind of offer that comes in that offers you all of the things that you were missing in this situation. It's got growth, it's got huge potential, it ignites your passion, your purpose. It really is, a beautiful offer, and it also kind of has a sense of spirituality about it as well. Now, just looking over here at the Oracle cards, I've got the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is your lead tarot energy, and it's a Gemini energy for me. Now, we had the Gemini new moon, I think it was on May the 30th. Okay, so a little bit before this reading has come out, and it could have been that was a pivotal date around about that time. That could have been when you really made this decision, or that you communicated it, or when this offer came in for you. But the Knight of Swords is a quickening energy. It is a forward movement and a leap, a quantum leap in progress, okay? You may also be dealing with a Gemini. I also have Aries here with the Fool. Now, this one here says reframe. You might need to reframe this idea that you've lost, or you're disappointed that this hasn't worked out. Why me? This here says this is happening for me, not to me. Now, it's happening for you, Capricorn, because it's going to free you up to allow this Ace of Wands coming in, and you don't want to miss that. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands down here. This is a card of good news, right? This offer is good news for you, and you could receive a communication or a message to say you've been successful for something that you have applied for. And it's going to help you get into this place of curiosity and discovery again. Get out of this feeling of being in the desert, things are dry, barren, there's no growth in my life. This is you becoming the adventurer again. All of these cards down here, the Page of Wands, the Fool, and the Two of Wands, is about broadening your horizons, expansion, beginning a new journey, taking that wand, saying yes to it, and beginning to explore it. And I think it's going to lead to some kind of completely new direction for you, Capricorn. It feels like a fool's journey where we are encouraged not to get too hung up on, you know, the end game or the destination, but it's about the growth that you're going to get along the way, right? This oracle card here, nothing is yet set in stone. So when this offer comes in, you know, you might not have the answers of exactly where it's going to take you. There might be some things that are still up in the air or kind of fluid, but, you know, I think that you know that this is just naturally, you know, the next step, the next part of your journey. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. This is going to shift your energy profoundly from a place of, I'm feeling kind of almost like a bit of a stagnancy for some of you, or that numbing out. It's like reigniting the flame. It's an aliveness that's going to move through you. When we're in the dance of life, we're in that sacred flow where things are unfolding because we're moving with the universal energy. The Two of Wands says, well, you know, if you can leave this comfort zone and accept this offer, then very soon I feel like your life is really going to expand in some way. There's some kind of huge potential waiting for you at the other end of this, and you will be making plans very soon to, you know, to take this into the new direction. So you might even, with these energies here, you may even need to relocate or move something here, or work in a different way, or go online. You know, that it's not limited to business, this reading, but that's just something that's coming through. The Fool is about taking this journey that's in alignment with your truth, your authenticity, and your rebel heart. So this situation might have fallen flat for you because you were kind of marching to the beat of somebody else's drum, and there was a whole part of yourself that just wasn't being explored. And so this is a time for discovery of, you know, yourself and your passions, and this opportunity, this offer is really going to take you there. So that's what I have, Capricorn. It's a very exciting reading, and I am wishing you all the best with it. If you would like to go deeper into this message, first link down below will take you to the extended version of this reading, and in that reading I will be clarifying each of these core cards with more cards so that we can go a lot deeper into the message. And I'll be going back over it with a fine-tooth comb. We'll also pull more oracle cards at the end of it. If this is where we part ways, Capricorn, I'm very grateful that you joined me for this reading. Drop me a comment if you're cool to share. Love connecting with you over there, and I definitely read them all. Hit subscribe. That's the single most thing you can do to support me in this work here. And I will see you back here for plenty more weekly readings. Do take care, Capricorn. Bye for now.